Microsoft unleashed like a couple of chatbots onto Twitter, and it was like, we're gonna make a neural network, and they're gonna be like, they're gonna train them. Within 5 or 6 minutes, they were repeating like 4chan anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. And it was like, you can't do that. It will eventually infect it. Yeah, exactly. Didn't it take like 2 days to make Microsoft's Markov bot an anti-Semite? You can't have an unfiltered thing. Like they will become horrible bigots. Right, where was I in this? Allies. I think that was the last time I saved. I need to go find some allies. I went and equipped everybody with better equipment off camera and got the buffs all set up, so it should be fine. I feel like 4chan targeted it. Well, people on 4chan, I think they rarely seem to have anything to do in their actual lives. So they just kind of spend all their time doing stuff like that. They seem like a very sad group of people. For all the ingredient food names, the devs scraped every single wiki article tagged with food, which wasn't just food. Happened to include several Jewish heritages, which is something you don't talk about burning in an oven. Oh my god. Oh. I guess that... I mean, it sounds like an honest mistake, at least. Right, I think everything should be set here. I still have an invisible cloak on. I guess I should go in here, maybe, and then we'll head out and see some lizard men. That's the plan for today, is to have some lizard men join us, because I like the lizard men. They're my favourite boys, and the druids sucked. They were horrified, decided it wasn't worth it, and take it all down. The Seinfeld channel did the trans homophobia during a stand-up. Yes, that's what brought down the Seinfeld one. I mean, I'm not reading them, but my god. I mean, maybe that's just something that's cursed to happen with Seinfeld people involved. Like how, Michael Richards did that horrible thing. Now, whenever you bring up Seinfeld, there's a couple of things that sort of linger in your brain outside of the show. That didn't happen on the show, but you can't unlink it from your brain. Jerry Seinfeld being an evil guy who dates teens, and Michael Richards saying the N-word like 15 times on stage. Like, you can't unclasp that in your brain. I have heard that apparently Michael Richards is better now, but like, it's such a horrible clip if you've ever seen it. It's like, you just go, ugh! It's one of the more uncomfortable things I've ever seen, I think. Alright, let's click in here, see if there's any cutscenes or anything to go through before we go out into the lizard world. Hello, friends.
They're back.
Are you sure about this, David?
Oh,
the
for
captain's
fuck's
quests
sake,
haven't always
these
seemed
pricks. I hope they
very
die.
adventurous.
I'm sure this time he'll have something good for us. Brother Maxwell and I have had some fine adventures since then. We're hoping you have another quest for us.
Don't forget Huan and Condriel.
Of course,
Can you
of
die?
course, and them too. So, do you have any jobs for us?
Choose your words.
You sound like such a
carefully,
horrible
Captain.
Tory.
With this lot, a misplaced word could send them to the 9 hells.
Why does the person behind you look so strung out? And also, are your neck muscles so thick that they're clipping out through your top? I didn't realize that happened before. I've also never seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. Curb Your Enthusiasm, it just seemed like a very similar style of comedy to Seinfeld, where it's very sort of, intentionally mean and cantankerous and everybody's annoying and bad in it. And I was just done with it at that point, I think, that style of humour. I was never that into it in the first place. Curb is class. People love it. People really like Curb Your Enthusiasm. I've seen clips, and sometimes I go, ha ha ha, when I see the clip. And sometimes I go, ugh, when I see a clip. Like, there was one clip I laughed at quite a lot where, like, he refused to say, like, thank you for your service to a soldier when everybody else was. And I thought it was very funny. But then other times I'm like, ugh. Curb is no Seinfeld, but they did a season about a Seinfeld reunion episode, and that was great. Oh, God. In Waterdeep, there's a tavern called the Yawning Portal. If you stay there for 101 nights, a magical realm will open. Well, I don't know if they'll go for that. I'm not going to send them out against the Shadow Reavers. They'll die. Send them to an inn in Waterdeep.
Here we go again.
A magical realm, you say? Marvelous!
Now stay the
Men.
fuck away
Let
from
me
me.
guess, we're off to Waterdeep to stay for 101 nights at an inn.
Exactly! I wonder what adventures the yawning portal will hold for us.
At least we'll be safe.
Good stuff. Okay, well, if that's the cutscene, I'm willing to leave now. I think everything's sorted in here. Like, I think we've got everybody decent armor and weapons and bolstered up the defenses and stuff. I think we're okay. I never really got into Kerr, but haven't seen it in years. I know that... Oh, is it George Costanza is kind of based on Larry David? And I think there's only so much of that kind of person you can take. Like, he seems like... I was about to say something real rude. I'm going to say it anyway. He seems like a Carl Pilkington who can read. And I think there's a chance that that makes me so angry that I start throwing shit at the television. So I don't know if I'll ever watch Curb. Where do I go now? I guess we're just leaving. Out to the farm, please. All of the AI seems to work now. 1000%. Hello, Dreya and cops. Not cops, sorry. Carl is lovely though, Larry maybe less so. I disagree. I think Carl Pilkington, in his soul, is a Brexit voter. I don't know what he voted. It's just something I feel in my bones. That Carl Pilkington is somebody who complains about, like, house taxes in Spain despite not being a Spanish resident. Right, I don't need to talk to the little boy. I don't need to talk to the Grey Cloak. Let's just head out to wherever the fuck we're going. That's a good party. Let's go to the mayor, right? Highcliffe is where we need to go. Let's go to Highcliffe and seek out some boys. Some lizard scaly boys. Because I want lizard friends. In Dungeons & Dragons 3.5, bards and warlocks can wear light armor. Oh no. I remember these people. No, not lizard boys, don't fight! I won't leave you, Zakin. We're not alone. Help us, please. The lizard men may kill all of the travelers unless you get their attention. Oh, fuck off. Intimidate? Failure. Ooh, that's bad. Hi. Hello. Why are you fighting us? We're friends. Where the fuck is Slan? I thought Slan was a friend. Things might have gone wrong here. Me on a Monday night out hunting for scaly boys. I also forgot to do my buffs and summon my dinosaur. This is not going to go well. Alright. I'm going to do a call lightning storm. Just see what happens. Okay, that did a fuck ton of damage. I mean, we are unbelievably powerful. This guy's on fire in the background. I like that. I can't believe our luck. This is the third time you've come to our aid. Why are you on fire? I love the effect as well. It's like watching the Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage. Let's say this. He's cosplaying the Human Torch. You saved my son, my husband, and now all of us again. We can never repay you for this. We can only offer our gratitude. Oh, Jesus, I don't know. We were only defending ourselves. Your gratitude is more than enough. We're playing good characters. So I think it's fine to be like, you know, we don't need the money or whatever else. I mean, they're peasants. They're going to be like nothing, right? They're going to have some like a bale of hay and some sticks that they can give us. Your kindness is astonishing. I don't mean to add to your troubles, but we have to get the word out to anyone we can. Highcliffe is under attack. It's true. It's true. Lizardmen just came into town one day and set up camp. They're not letting anyone out, but left the North Passage open for some reason. I'll see what I can do to help. We need the lizard boys with us. I mean, you people are shit. You're not going to help against the Shadow Reavers. You truly have a noble spirit. Wrong voice.
You truly have a noble spirit. You look a lot more capable since we last met too. I guess I've grown a bit more bold myself.
Before you go, I want you to know that everything that was dear to me would have been stripped away if not for your... Okay, you're laying it on a bit thick now. We may not have much, but everywhere we go, we will tell others of your deeds. Okay, that's fine. Who the fuck is that? There's a zombie. I forgot you could summon zombies. I was wondering who this prick was. Jesus. Right, let's get my boy here. Can't get fake taxi out of my head hearing these British accents now. Oh no. Just thinking of Baps. I think you'd be surprised and impressed with Carolyn, an idiot abroad in Thailand, when he spends time with, and then it's a slur in certain countries, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Not in Thailand.
This is too much for carrying. Dump something.
And that was about 2012 when trans stuff was only just coming to the fore. I mean, I remember being impressed with Ricky Gervais back in the day, around that time, I think, when I was listening to a podcast or something with Ricky Gervais, and he was like really surprisingly pro-trans people. And then he got into his whole grifter arc and became incredibly anti-trans. And I was like, you fucking grifting fucker. You don't believe any of this, do you? You don't believe anything. You stand for nothing. I mean, if I had any respect for that guy in the first place, it would have been gone. Yeah, exactly. Not even earnestly hating. At least if you're earnestly a bigot, there's something to be said there, right? Whereas he's just very much like the Russell Brand thing, where it's like, you're not even like an awful, horrible, like racist Christian. You're just pretending because of your sex abuse. Like, what's wrong with you? That's even worse. Yeah. Right, you carry all the weapons we don't want to carry ourselves. Full plate plus 3. Oh my god, that's way better. Hang on, we're only wearing full plate plus 1. Okay, improved armor for you, finally. It's been a while. He stands for whatever makes him money, exactly. It's just, it's as bad. Like, it's no better or worse than being earnestly hater. It's just more pathetic as well. Never trust celebs. It's like, I never really liked Ricky Gervais. I always thought he came across as an arrogant prick. But he really went the whole, like... I mean, so did Dave Chappelle, right? It's like when they stop being funny, when they're like, I'm out of jokes. It's like, well, better pivot into being like a right-wing weirdo, right? Because that makes money without me having to tell jokes. I can just rent on a stage. But he loves dogs, exactly. Like every other fucking boomer with social media. It's like at a certain point, they're like, well, I've lost it, whatever I had. And instead of, you know, changing track or something like that, I'm just going to really lean into the unpleasantness. Right, let's do all of the buffs as well, because I forgot to do the buffs when we came in. We should have a lot of status effects in a second. Because my cleric's back, yippee! Have you cast everything? Jesus Christ! Now you've cast everything.
What do you want?
Right, let's go over to Highcliffe, shall we? Although I think there is a time limit on that sort of thing, thankfully. Like, has anybody heard anything from Dave Chappelle in a while? I think he was back in the limelight for a little bit, and then everybody got sick of him. You have to keep switching up the bigotry if you want to keep going in that world. You have to become a Fox News host. He just did SNL, did he? I guess it's because I probably have things like SNL muted on Twitter and Blue Sky. I must admit, I expected a somewhat bigger reception than, well, no reception at all. It doesn't look like the town has been taken by the lizard men. How did you survive the North Passage? With this zombie. Lizard men have been ambushing anyone that comes from the north. Someone must have brought word of our plight. Are you here to help? I love how SNL is just stagnated with absolutely shite actors. Here's my hot take on SNL. As somebody who heard people say, oh, this era of SNL was when it was good. about every era of SNL and then went and watched like a handful of classic sketches, it has always been unrelentingly and unforgivably shit and bad and unfunny. However, people just like it because they were 8 when they saw it at the right time. So people will say, oh, it was only good when like Adam Sandler or whatever and David Spade and Chris Farley and whatever were on it. And then you watch some sketches and it's like, this is fucking shit. And then, oh, it was only good when like Will Ferrell was on it. And then you watch that and it's fucking shit. It was only good when like Steve Martin was on it. And then you watch some of his sketches and it's like, this is fucking shit. It's always, always shit. Not a hot take outside of the US. Yep, there we go. It's just, it's such a cultural institution in America that you just sort of latch onto a certain era of it, I guess. Again, when you were 12. There's probably 4 sketches that are funny and all of them go on too long in 50 years. Yes, I would say there's a handful of funny SNL sketches. They're not all bad, but each one is stretched out to 5 minutes when they should be 2. Which is a very common thing in American sketch comedy. I just don't... There's a few things that I don't think Americans fundamentally get. One is sketch comedy, the other is panel shows. I just don't think they fundamentally understand what makes them good. And I know that's such a rude thing to say, but they all go on so long, and most of the jokes are about how loud people can get, and I don't understand it. It's just a very different style of humor, I guess. If you're into American comedy, then you'll love it. Americans actually trying on panel shows, which aren't the point. Yes, exactly. They seem to actually think that points matter, right? When they had Whose Line Is It Anyway? And that was the whole point of that show. I did like Norm. Again, I've watched some Norm Macdonald stuff, and on SNL, I think he's shit. Like, outside of SNL, I've heard some jokes of his and gone, ha ha ha. But on SNL, I'm like, oh, this is just as shit as everything else. I think little Alex Horn said the Taskmaster just didn't work in USA because the amount of clapping after tasks. I don't get that. I mean, they really are over-exuberant. I've said this before, that I got quite into the John Oliver show last week tonight during COVID, because I thought it was okay before, but then during COVID I was like, oh, this is way better. I wonder why. And then it sort of clicked for me because there was no studio audience. So there wasn't endless fucking clapping and hooting and hollering and ridiculous cheering after every line or joke or gotcha moment. And you could just tell the jokes. And it was like, you know, tell a joke, move on, tell a joke, move on, tell a joke, move on, do some informational stuff, tell a joke, move on. It was way quicker and more fast-paced and funnier. And then as soon as COVID sort of relaxed and the audiences were let back in, it went back to joke, 25 seconds of cheering while he tries to get another line out and has to shout over them. And then it just ruined it for me and I couldn't watch it anymore. I was like, I've been spoiled. Never mind. No more of this for me. It's like American stand-ups thinking that America has perfected stand-up. Nah, you perfected American stand-up. There's just too much clapping. It's like, I remember watching, is it Susie Izzard, maybe? Some stand-up she was doing in, like, the 90s or 2000s, just some video on YouTube. And the Americans started cheering and screaming, and she was like, none of that, you can do that at the end. Like, you can laugh quietly, do not fucking standing ovation. It's annoying. And it made the show better.
Lizard men have been ambushing anyone that comes from the north. Something must have brought word of our plight. Are you here to help?
Yes, that, exactly. I mean, there are good American stand-ups, by the way. I'm not going to say there aren't. I think one of my favourite stand-ups at the moment is John Mulaney, who is American. I think he's really, really funny. I think I would recommend checking out his stuff. I really like him. But generally, even the really famous ones annoy me. Like Steve Martin I mentioned earlier, or Bill Hicks and that kind of group of the 90s alt comedy people in America really annoy me as well. Gira and Zakin told me about the situation. Yes, Mulaney was a writer in SNL. It's bizarre. It's like it seems like SNL sucks the talent out of people. I guess because it's so quick, right? Because you have, like you said up there, a weekly topical sketch show. Like it has to be like topical, number one, about the news, and number two, it has to be like made within a few days. So like it's probably always doomed to be shit. But like John Mulaney was a writer on that, so was Tim Robinson, and both of those are funny outside of SNL. Apple-style AI summary. Stand-up comedy in America, too enthusiastic. Sit the fuck down comedy, perfect. Yes, unironically. I like Chris Fleming. I have seen a little bit of Chris Fleming, but not enough to really have an opinion. I think what I've seen of him is funny. Bill Hicks had one routine and stretched it out too far. I think that's a lot of that kind of comedian. The sort of rent comedian. Like, I hate to say it because people really like this guy as well, George Carlin. I think there is a certain type of comedian, and I think I would associate it with Americans, but it has branched out, and now I would include people like Ricky Gervais into this. There's a certain kind of comedian who does not want people to laugh during their shows. They want people to applaud, and I think as soon as you become that, you are morally bankrupt. as a comedian. I think that there is a certain kind of comedian who like says things, and then instead of expecting people to go ha ha ha, they expect people to go telling it like it is. You just can't say that shit anymore because of the wokes. Or in the other direction. There's plenty on the other side as well. And I think that is just something I find really obnoxious and annoying.
Go to the town centre and speak with Elder Main. He'll explain everything.
So brave, exactly. The JFK's Zapruder film was first shown by a comedian. I think that influenced the conspiratorial element of comedians. I didn't know that.
Another one. Poor Marin.
I don't remember who Marin was. Is that a little boy? I don't know.
We cannot keep doing this.
Is this my fault? Because I did, set up an uneasy truce. Watch in silence. That could be creepy. Just step up like a hero.
We were here to see that you won't need to.
I remember your face. It's only been a couple of weeks. I love Tim Heidecker's live stand-up set. I've seen a bit of it. I find it a little tiny bit too cringe for me, but I know that's the point. It's just that I find cringe comedy very hard to watch, even when it's very good. Like, when it's well done, I still find it quite difficult to watch. It's why I had to watch, like, Nathan Fielder in bits. I also really like Nathan Fielder. I had to watch his show over the course of a while. I find cringe stuff very, very hard to watch.
You have come back to Highcliffe, and not a moment too soon. I can only assume you are here to help.
What's happened here?
We do not know. The lizardmen just appeared one day at the south end of town. They never moved into Highcliffe itself. They simply stood their ground and fortified themselves.
Most of us retreated to the north end of town. Those beasts then block this cliff walk, so we have no access to the water.
Okay. And any recommendations?
The lizardmen do not seem open to discussion, but perhaps they will listen to a more seasoned individual like yourself. I wish I knew what they wanted.
We're running out of time, and my supplies too, in fact. I just hope they make a difference.
I have a feeling they are keeping us trapped here for a particular reason. I just don't know why.
We won't leave until you're all safe. I can't promise that. Stay here, we'll figure out what's going on. That's more realistic.
Your best is much appreciated. I hope you are successful.
Okay, good. Let's try and find some lizard boys. Vilsk, near death. Have you captured a lizard boy? Oh, hello. Can I talk to you? The lizardman is exhausted and bleeding from several wounds, clearly in need of medical attention. My heel is pretty good.
Looks like he's in bad shape. That's what the lizards get for attacking Highcliffe.
Now, we have not really succeeded in making Calgon less of a racist over the course of this. It's just come up less because Nishka is into the party. Brigsby Bear, Brigsby Bear, Brigsby Bear. I don't know why I recognise that. as a term or as a name. Looks like we arrived just in time to see it pass away. It's a film. Oh, I think I've seen this. Is this the movie about a guy... Yes, by Kyle Mooney. Have I seen Brigsby Bear? Hang on. The movie about a guy. Yes, I know. Movie about a guy who, like, is raised... in, like, a dome, maybe? And, like, he just has access to this VHS tape of Brigsby Bear. Brigsby Bear. I barely remember this. I think I really liked it. Yes, Mark Hamill's in it and Kyle Mooney. Okay. You said it was a great film. No, I think I really liked it. I barely remember watching it, to be honest, but I think it was quite good. Tells the story of a captive man raised in a bunker since he was a baby, where he obsessed over a children's television program titled Brigsby Bear. After being rescued by the authorities, he realizes Brigsby Bear was created by his captor, originally called his dad. It's very, very weird. It's quite good. I'd recommend it. I think it's a good time. So, you know, go try it out. What have I just clicked on? Oh, some sort of console thing has come up in the background. Cool, whatever. Here. Is it just gonna die? I'd ask them quickly. Can't we heal it? Know that this one walks the final path and his journey is at an end. Can't we heal him? You're a cleric, for fuck's sake. A prisoner of war, but not for much longer. His wounds are fatal. I thought you were meant to, like, take care of prisoners of war, maybe. I've been watching the new Chuck Lorre show, Bookie, and it's actually not shit. I kind of like it. Emma said this about a show recently. Emma watched a show called Mum, or Mom, I think, because it's an American, which was also by Chuck Lorre, and said that it wasn't terrible. And I looked at her with disgust in my eyes, and I don't know if it'll ever recover. Did you ever watch Nathan Barley from the early 2000s? I have no idea what that is. No, I hated it passionately. You won't like it. Don't try it, but I like it. I think Chuck Lorre... If there was any justice in the world, Chuck Lorre would never be allowed to make more shows, but maybe he's redeemed himself. I don't know. Aaron Herc. Are you awake? I'll just rub his thighs. Shh. You said Nathan Fielder. Did you watch his other projects? I watched Nathan For You, and I watched The Rehearsal. I still haven't watched The Curse. I've heard The Curse is very good. But The Rehearsal is, I mean, fairly harrowing. But I really liked it. I thought it was great. Nathan For You was obviously a classic. Are you awake? I really enjoyed The Curse. The lizardman looks to be mortally wounded. It can barely speak, and it appears to be near death. So we're not going to use, like, cure serious wounds that I have in my hotbar right now.
It has not long to live, and it's in too much pain to hear our questions. If you want to interrogate it, heal it first.
Yeah, obviously heal it. There we go.
You help Blisk. Why?
Why have your people attacked Highcliffe?
Highcliffe is ancient home. Warmbloods take it from tribes. Now we take back. Once all land here is swamp. Tribe swamp. Batha tell us tribes past.
This area isn't swamp anymore? What use is it to your people?
This tribal land not belong to Warmbloods. Batha say so. He speak for tribe and speak for spirits. He chief and shaman.
Aren't shamans rarely chieftains as well?
Batha not normal shaman. Have powerful strength and magic. Batha can see into future.
So he's probably corrupted by the King of Shadows, I assume. How did he lead all of the tribes?
Batha unite tribes with great vision of future. All tribes see wisdom in Batha and follow.
Sounds like he's got to start a war.
Batha unite tribes with great vision of future.
How can he see into the future?
Great prophet, all words come true. He tell about swamp dying, about great darkness. He say warm bloods run north, that tribe no fear. All words true. If Batha's will, we keep warm bloods caged. Part of future he sees.
Okay. How is he so powerful?
Visk not tell outsider tribe secrets.
Diplomacy. Oh, my diplomacy is so good.
Maybe you follow Batha too, if understand. Visk not sure. Know that Batha when shaman dance with shadows in swamp.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Plus, Emma Stone does a great job playing an indigenous Pacific Islander. Oh, that was a time. A joke. Emma Stone has had a real glow up in her career, hasn't she? Because she used to play a lot of shit. She used to be in a lot of shit, like terrible rom-coms and iffy movies like that. Now she's exclusively in, like, interesting art stuff, like Yorgos Lanthimos films and The Curse. Like, good for her. I'm not sure I've actually seen her in anything. She's really, really, really good in Poor Things. Poor Things, I would say not for everybody, but she's amazing in it. She's really, really good. What else have I seen her in? I've seen her. She's in Zombieland, isn't she? Oh yes, The Favourite. I completely forgot. She's amazing in The Favourite. Favourite is an amazing movie too. She was in Superbad first, canonically not shit. I don't like Superbad. I don't like Judd Apatow. I don't like that kind of comedy. She's in Zombieland. Zombieland is fine. Zombieland is okay. It's like a... I always think of Zombieland as the slightly worse American Shaun of the Dead. And Shaun of the Dead isn't even amazing. Shaun of the Dead is like a 7.5 out of 10. But like, you know, Zombieland's fine. I never watched Superbad because it felt like a pastiche of the time even when it came out. I've watched most of Superbad. I just don't like... It's just a very loud sort of juvenile comedy, which is fine sometimes, but maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it. Easy A was fun. I still haven't seen Easy A either. I just knew it in my bones that you wouldn't like it. No shit, you don't. I always link Zombie and Adventureland. I liked Adventureland. To be fair, I like Zombieland 1 too. I forgot Zombieland 1 or 2 came out because I think it was not well received and nobody watched it. But Zombieland 1 is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just like a fine, slightly forgettable movie. You like the Judd Apatow films you don't know are his, like Dewey Cox. Dewey Cox is a good movie. I'm sure I could go through... Let me check. Maybe I'll go through Judd Apatow's filmography. See if there's any other ones I like. Judd Apatow. Are there any other Judd Apatow joints that I enjoy? Just like, okay, in the first paragraph of his Wikipedia page, it lists like his major stuff. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Nope. Knocked Up. Nope. Funny People. Fucking dire. He should be in jail for that one. This Is 40. Never seen it. Trainwreck. Never heard of it. King of Staten Island. Would hate it. The Bubble. Terrible. I've watched about 5 minutes. No. Freaks and Geeks. Never seen it. Undeclared. Never seen it. Funny or Die Presents. Never heard of it. Girls. Never... Oh, that's the Lena Dunham thing. I'm not watching that. Love. Crashing. The Cable Guy. Oh, I do like Anchorman. I like Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. So that's 2. Talladega Nights, terrible. Superbad, don't like it. Pineapple Express, terrible. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, don't like it. Get Him to the Greek, fuck off. Bridesmaids, nope. Begin Again, never heard of it. The Big Sick, nope. Okay, right. So that's 2 movies that I think are okay. Anything else? You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Fucking hell, man. A lot of these are either just written or produced, by the way, but I think they count because apparently he's very hands-on. It really is just Walk Hard and Anchorman, isn't it? because a lot of these are fucking awful, fucking terrible movies. Year one, the fuck of it. It really is every like terrible frat bro style movie. I'm shocked Bottoms isn't on here. Like, I'm shocked that isn't like listed as a producer credit or something like that. Because it's exactly the same movies. Right, close this. Back over. Zohan, you stop right now. Bottoms is dope. I was really looking forward to Bottoms. I was like, okay, it's going to be a subversion. It's going to be like a take on this style of comedy that maybe I like for once. It's you know, super bad but lesbians. And I was like, okay, let's give it a go. I was really looking forward to it. I said to Emma, oh, we should definitely watch this. It's gotten such good reviews. Like, I think we'd both enjoy it, maybe. And so I convinced Emma to watch it. 20 minutes in, Emma looked at me and went, what the fuck have you done to me? And I went, I don't know, I'm so sorry. I never suggest a movie again. And I was like, let's just give it and I was like, let's give it another like 15 minutes, and if it's still this bad, then we'll turn it off. And then like 10 minutes later, Emma took the remote and turned it off. And I was like, yeah, I'm not willing to watch any more of this either, to be fair. This is unbelievably shit. It's so fucking obnoxious. It's good movies. It is a really fucking obnoxious American comedy. It is Judd Apatow could possibly sue them for how like a Judd Apatow movie it is. But not like Walk Hard. Gotta go to bed. Good night, all. Have I made you so mad by not liking Bottoms? Like anger sleep. This is for the normies who aren't considered normies. I was really disappointed, to be honest. I thought it was going to be really good. Dreya pointing at film and calling it obnoxious. How that's strange. There are a whole bunch of fingers pointing back at me. What was I talking about with the lizard guy? Oh yeah, the evil shaman. Cool. Shadows aren't spirits. Betha is confused.
What do you know of swamp and tribe? Betha show power of spirits.
Will he talk to us? Nah, I did like Bottoms though.
Betha will talk with one who shared. Betha wait for shard bearer.
That's me. It's me. A good Superbad for the 2020s. It is Superbad for the 2020s is the perfect. I mean, that was basically the tagline of the movie. It was in all the promotional stuff. It's Superbad, but queer. It's Superbad, but for the 2020s. It's Gen Z Superbad. And I would say all of them are so incredibly accurate. So if that sounds like a good thing to you, you'll love Bottoms. If that sounds like a nightmare to you, you'll hate Bottoms. I hated Bottoms. What do you know of the shards? And Emma actually talked to me about Bottoms recently, or it came up in conversation, because she called it. She asked me, what was that movie about the creepy like sexual assault lesbians? And I went, Bottoms? And she went, yes, that one. I think hanging up on you, Jay. You must watch the Beavers film. I have watched about 10 minutes of the Beavers film, and I intend to watch more. I think it looks funny. I like that style of comedy, that kind of borderline Looney Tunes nonsense. If Dreya doesn't want us teaming up, they shouldn't have such fucked takes. What do you know of the shards and the one who bears them?
Betha not say how he knows shards would come, only that he sees.
Visca's passed out again. Just topples over. Amazing. We should find Betha and deal with this shaman. Once he's out of the way, then the tribes may scatter. Jay has been fighting for their life defending Frasier. I think Frasier is a 7 out of 10 okay time. Although Emma will... I don't know. Emma might break someone's legs if they said they hated Frasier. Emma is a die-hard Frasier defender, I think. I don't know if she still is. I hated Bottoms and love Frasier. There we go. Alright, let's go find some lizard boys. I mean, Emma and I don't really agree on a lot of comedies, I would say. Emma and I tend to agree very frequently on drama. like what kind of qualities we like. But on comedies, we're quite different. But we both hate a similar vibe, I think.
This is the one. We not fight. Chieftain look for you.
Who is this chieftain? I mean, we already know.
Batha look for you.
How would your chieftain know about us? Batha has great visions. Sees many things. You go talk, see him at South Camp, and we no fight. We cannot kill you. Batha already knows we not fight. Talk with chieftain at South End. Alright, we'll do it. Is this the South End? Down here? I mean, my main goal in this is to be friends eventually with these boys. So hopefully once we kill Batha, which will inevitably happen, they'll all go like, ah, we were being silly. I will say, that joke in Bottoms, and that whole teacher character, was the only funny part. I don't know who played the teacher in Bottoms, but he was hilarious, and it should have been all him, and not about those creepy fucking children. The creepy sexual assault lesbians. I don't think we have any lock-picking ability, do we?
Yes.
Oh, you have knock, I think. I think I gave you knock. Somebody has knock. You have knock. It's a bit like how, and I don't know if this is controversial, it's a bit like how the funniest character in Mean Girls is the principal. And like the rest of the movie's only okay. But like if the whole movie was just the principal, you'd go like, this is a classic. This is great. Lots of gold and healer's kits. I'll take everything. I don't know if we actually need anything at this point. Our loot situation seems like it's pretty much sorted. I forget the principal's name, but he's goated. Always kills in everything, and he's in everything. Is it Tim Meadows? Is that who the principal is? I also kind of forget his name sometimes. And yes, he is funny. He's an SNL guy as well, I think so. Yes, that's him. Thank you. But he is really funny. Where the fuck is Batha? Lizardman Camp is over there. Can I get there from here, or is it up on this cliff? Oh, for God's sake. Fine. Back up we go, I suppose. Sorry for yawning so much. I don't think I slept very well. Emma slept worse. The cat has taken up climbing up on our headboard and then jumping down and landing on Emma's head in a sort of cycle over and over and over again, starting at about 2 in the morning. So Emma, I don't think Emma gets to sleep anymore. Kane has always said that I can't watch Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me as I'd find it too upsetting. I was reading about it and oh my god. I would say it is a... watching Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is, for me, was kind of a transformative experience in, like, media analysis. But, fuck me, it's harrowing. It's an upsetting movie. It's, I would maybe... oh god, I don't know, get some content warnings maybe. Jesus. The Shard Bearer is here. I am! Batha said you'd come. He wants to speak with the Shard Bearer. Who is Batha? I don't know why we keep asking. Why don't you say, yeah, alright. I Stockholm syndromed myself for it. I downloaded the extra long fan edit, put it on an iPad, but nothing else, for a flight to New York. That way I couldn't escape it. Jesus. Batha Chieftain, greatest chieftain of all, unites all the tribes. Why are you here? Batha will answer. He comes soon. You wait here. Alright, cool. Slan! Slan not want to break truce, but Batha says we must fight for good of tribes. It's Slan! Yay! Tribes now strong because of Batha. We can live even with Swamp gone. But Slan, you're a good boy. You're my friend and precious boy. You've got a different pattern, which means you're the main character. But Slan not want to harm Highcliffe. Slan and tribes stay in guard. Only fight human when must. There's no need to fight at all. We can work together, Slan. Slan, believe you. We'll talk to Betha when he come. Betha will know what to do. I don't trust Betha.
He comes.
Which one is Betha? That's probably Betha, the big boy here.
Betha!
Silence! Betha must deal with Shardbearer.
The Shard Bearer. I have seen you in my waking dreams. I have known your face for quite some time. It is the face of one who will decide the future of my tribe.
How is it that you can speak telepathically? I guess that was meant to be telepathically. So that was in my brain. Just add lots of reverb.
I have been given many gifts so that I might meet you this day.
How do you know who I am? I'm gonna yawn again. I hope this is at least causing everybody in the chat to yawn as well.
My visions tell me of many things, of future, past, layers within the present. Always I see the shard, your wound. It is the wound of my land. Always is it my visions.
I saw on Twitter a beautiful Twin Peaks clip where an old man dressed as a waiter in a bar tells Cooper he's so sorry. Somehow everyone knows something is wrong and begins crying. I googled what was going on and oh my god. I genuinely think it's one of the more harrowing movies I've seen. Like, I think Fire Walk with Me, for an American kind of, at least pseudo-Hollywood movie, I think it's up there with, like, Come and See in terms of, like, harrowingness. That's from season 2 as well.
I know you are responsible, and so I have waited for you.
I've forgotten the whole film. There's a trailer park and a pedophile named Bowie and ghosts. David Bowie's in it for, I'm going to say, 15 seconds. It's a very good movie. I think it was hated at the time. When it came out, people were like, oh, this is terrible. And now it's considered a masterpiece. Longer in the fan edit, he has minutes of screen time. So, you are the lead. Why have you trapped the townsman here?
Because it brought you here. The ghosts of my forefathers told me this would come to pass, as indeed it has. We let some escape north, just enough to call for help. And now I stand before the Shard Bearer.
So you're the leader?
I lead all tribes. They join me because I have been given power from our ancestral spirits. Our ancestors saw the destruction of our land and came to me. Deep in the swamp, they filled my sight with that which is to come. Our ancestors saw the destruction of our land and came to me deep in the swamp. I saw the end of my people, so I became a vessel for their rage. In me you see the will of all lizard men.
What do you want from me?
I wanted to see the Shard Bearer with my own eyes. I have come to tell you, we will not accept death as our fate. I will rip the blade from your chest before drowning it in the blackened swamp.
The Shard isn't responsible for your troubles.
I have seen the path of this blade in my mind. It has left an open wound. Everywhere it goes, the shadows follow. Perhaps you are merely a fool. You carry metal in your chest, but do not know how closely it cuts to the heart.
We both fight against the enemy?
The only enemies are those that stole our land, and no doubt poisoned it.
How do you know you can trust these visions?
The visions always come to pass. Our tribal ancestors give me the wisdom.
Visk told me you communed with shadows. They aren't spirits. You're being used.
Used? Impossible. Your people have many names for things they do not understand.
The King of Shadows destroyed your lands, not us, and the Shard was meant to kill him and put an end to this darkness.
Impossible. Or so I had thought. I do not trust you, but I cannot deny my doubts either. But I have experienced the visions and felt the presence of my ancestors. I have only heard your words. Let us see what truth lies in your actions. If I am but a misguided servant of a great evil, then surely you can defeat me.
The point was to avoid the fight, by the way. The I'm so sorry clip is when we, the audience, find out who killed Laura and why. I don't get how Lynch could create something so beautiful, horrific, and gross all at once.
Stay back. I will show this one the strength of our people. Prepare yourself, Shardbearer.
Am I fighting solo? Woo! Oh no, everybody seems to be getting involved, I think. Alright, well, maybe I can turn into a big bear? Or an elemental? I can turn into a fire elemental. That'd be good. I just beat the shit out of him. Still uninjured. Holy shit. Okay, he's only barely injured. We're doing a lot of damage as well. Ooh. Yeah, everybody forgets Markfrost. Poor Markfrost. What the fuck is even going on right now? Oh my god, you just killed Send in an instant. That's not good. Oh, Jesus. Hang on. Oh, thank you for the subscription. That's very kind. I don't like that. I'm gonna do a call lightning storm, I think. He's injured. Something's happening. Okay, that did a lot of damage. Oh my god! Are you a druid? Oh god, they're all coming in! That's fucked. Hang on, I need to do like a firestorm then or something. This has gone much poorer than I thought it would. Okay, somebody brought, my cleric, I think, brought Sand back up. That's fantastic. I would like you to haste some people, I think. That would be the best thing to do right now. You're also doing the big hand summon, which is fine. We're all fighting. That's good. What are you doing? What can you do? I don't know anymore. Do a flame strike on him. There we go. That's a lot of damage too. Good stuff. Oh, I'm taking a fuck ton of damage. I might need you to heal me in a second. What are you casting? You're casting heal, I assume, on me. That's amazing. Right. Let's hope it's on me at least, because I can't use anything. I'm just gonna keep doing strikes on you. I can't even see your health anymore. You're only injured? Oh, fuck. Okay, I might need to do like an ice storm. Maybe try an ice storm. Am I getting healed? There we go, I've been healed. Perfect. Badly wounded. Guards are getting wounded. Oh man, this is not going well. Do another call lightning? It still does a lot of damage, even if it's not the max one. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Fuck me. I might need to run away. Okay, you healed me again. That's perfect. Now I think we can maybe tank it out. Just beat the shit out of him. Whatever. Do I have any special abilities? Return to original form. What about you? Attack, examine. I'm sure I had like spells as a fire boy. Maybe not. Alright, just kill him. Just kill him. He's badly wounded. He's healing the fucker. Okay, knock him down. That's amazing. Dino, please help. Oh, thank fuck. Jesus Christ. That was a nightmare. You have beaten me and destroyed
The hope of my tribe. Do what you will.
Protect our chieftain. No!
Do not bother. If I cannot defeat them, none of you will be able to either.
That came closer than you'd expect. Let us talk, please.
Then what do you want?
We don't seek any further bloodshed. We will work to earn your trust. That one, please. Taco has just thrown herself at me. Her whiskers are now tickling my face.
There is only one way to earn your trust, and that is to submit your mind to mine. I will look into your thoughts to find the truth.
You could have just done that in the first place!
Will you open your mind?
Yes.
Then let us be done with it. My life is at your mercy anyway. I see no deceit in your mind, and I have seen the gaps in my visions, and I have nearly destroyed my people at the behest of a true enemy.
I want to be face tickled by taco whiskers. That sounds like some sort of euphemism. I don't know. I thought about it harder and it made it worse. Turn that power against its master. Show the... Stop thinking. Turn the power against its master. Show the King of Shadows his mistake. Naughty goblin.
Turn upon the deceiver of my people with his own devices. My tribe may grow strong yet again. Then let it be so. We shall stand strong together until the shadow is swept aside. Where shall we go?
Right. To a walled keep, my fortress. There we shall do battle with the King of Shadows.
Very well, Shardbearer. I hope this will be a start of a new day for us all.
Would have helped if I hadn't had to kill like 5 of you just then.
Before you leave, take these items. They were powerfully gifts wrongfully taken from your people. May we set many things right again, together.
Can we do like the Terminator? No, not Terminator. The Predator hand clasp. Okay, bye. You've given me too much, by the way. I can no longer move. What is that horrible noise? What's that horrible hissing noise? Is that one of you? Can you stop? Whoever it is, can you shut the fuck up? There we go. What did you just give me? A spear. And a robe. Okay, I mean, none of this is massively helpful right now. You could take this and this and this. I don't really need any of it. I'm constantly thinking of getting a cat. Living the cat life through online pals with cats right now. I don't think I would ever consider getting a cat if I didn't already live with a cat. I think they're very mildly annoying. I don't dislike cats, but they're, you know, they're a little bit of work. I'd 100 times out of 100 take a cat over a dog. Unidentified arrows, I'll take. Arrows +1, that's nothing. That's almost pointless. God, I love cats. Emma loves cats. I never really got into cats as a kid. You know, like posters of cats and toys of cats and cat videos on YouTube. That just kind of passed me by. It's just something in my brain doesn't activate in the same way. Where people who love cats seem to just kind of go, oh, and like their brain switches when they see a cat. It's never happened with me. Who is Rand? Was that a shopkeeper? He talked earlier, I'm sure. You don't have the brain worm. I don't have, what's it called? Toxoplasmosis. What you've done is incredible. I can't thank you enough. I know this is just the beginning of our troubles, and I'm willing to do my part. I'll do my best to bring goods to Crossroad Keep. Yay! Yippee! Good stuff. Cats 2019. Oh. Cats 2019. I watched in the cinema on edibles. It didn't help. Still horrible. My friend loved it. That's probably the best way to watch it. Cats 2019 is genuinely haunting. I've watched this film too many times. 4, I think. Christ. I've watched it once with Emma. And it is... I mean, the term worst film of all time gets thrown around a lot. You know, inaccurately, I would say. I'm guilty of it as much as anybody, of being hyperbolic. But it might be one of the worst movies of all time. It's really terrible. I'm not really an animal lover. I love guinea pigs, but only since we got guinea pigs. Ever since I was little, I've loved cats. Yeah, Emma's not really... Like, Emma doesn't really like animals. Except cats, and now our guinea pigs. The Jellicle Cat song. I mean, the Cats musical in itself seems fucking insane. And I think I would hate it. But the movie is on a whole other level. We saw a fight in the distance. What happened? Our enemies are now our allies.
Thank the gods. The citizens of Highcliff may not be in great number these days, but you have our thanks. What's to be done now? Are the lizardmen not leaving?
They will help you on your journey and aid our forces at Crossword Keep? Whatever, same thing.
These are strange times indeed. We will begin preparations immediately. Thank you again. Though Highcliff may be forgotten, your bravery may not be.
Alright, cool. Well, we've got some people involved. Who are you? We'll return one day. I think I'll die if I had to guess. Like, mightn't be the safest place to be right now. The plot of Cats, such as it is wild. A talent show where the victor wins euthanasia. Because their actual lives are so terrible. It's a little bit like Soylent Green, I guess, where there's a character in that who kind of does a similar thing. He, like, wins a raffle to get euthanized, right? The cockroach scene, the Rebel Wilson taking off her skin, the mice with child faces, shudders. It's fun. It's a funny movie. It's not meant to be, but it is. Like, who's the guy? The guy. It's bizarre that the guy made Cats, who also made, like, The King's Speech, for instance. Like, what a career trajectory. Like, how do you go from that to that? And I guess we're done here, by the way. We've got alliances. You have forged an alliance with the lizard folk of the Mare, proving that allies can be found in the most unlikely of places. Surely there are more to be found. There is. There's a dwarf camp somewhere where you can go. Over here, maybe? The Iron Fist Stronghold? Let's travel there next. I watched the original Broadway film so many times as a kid at parties. I hated it so much. I never liked Cats. I mean, I think Andrew Lloyd Webber might be absolutely shit. Like, I don't understand why people would ever watch anything by him.
Who goes there? None but Kelgar. You've returned. And you've brought the ones that helped us with those bugbear pests.
I've decided the dwarves are like southern. Good to see you as well, KR. Glad to see you standing guard rather than in a cage like we saw you last. Misspelling?
Again, thank you, Captain, for the help. Since you left, many of our halls have been uncovered.
You've put down little carpets. It looks so much nicer.
You should see the great halls, Kelgar. Our people built them. Our people.
That's very impressive. Suits us, doesn't it? Good stonework here. Solid foundation. Everything about it says Iron Fist. I don't like dwarves. I'm sorry. I know that there's a lot of dwarf lovers in chat. I don't get it. Like, I just find them annoying. Like, I find them irritating. Cancelled. Like, they just seem like they'd be really into, like, football. I don't like the dwarves. I've never played a dwarf. I never have an inclination to play a dwarf. Ken and I did hold dwarf rabbits at a fair. Maybe I love dwarf rabbits now, too. I don't know what you're talking about. Good stonework here. Solid foundation. Everything about it says Iron Fist, it does. Like, they're such Little England-style Tories, I'm sure. All dwarves. They're just... they're louts. I don't like them. We'd love to see the old halls, but we're here on business. There's a war brewing, and the Iron Fists need to march yesterday. Are you tall? I always just assume you're a little guy. I am not. Yeah, too mask. Exactly. They're aggressively masculine. I am not tall. I am, I would say, slightly small. Like 5'9", 5'8", one of those. 5'8", 5'9". Whichever one you like. I can't remember which one it is. What about Lord of the Rings dwarves? I mean, this is Lord of the Rings dwarves and D&D dwarves are essentially identical. I mean, they basically just ripped them straight from Tolkien. That's not that short. I was thinking like 5 foot or something for some reason. I think I give off small energy is the reason. The goblin energy, exactly. I think I give off quite small energy. It's like I've heard the same sort of thing said about Emma. Like, people assume that Emma's small when she's quite tall. Because I think she gives off sort of angry small energy. You should be, by all accounts, about 5'2". We love Cheery and Carrot. That's true. Oi. We'd love to see the old halls, but we're here on business. There's a war brewing and all the Iron Fists need to march.
Only Kyros can make that decision.
So Kyros finally got here, did he? Where is he? He and I go way back. Didn't exactly part on friendly terms, but he doesn't hold a grudge. Why is that? He's the leader of the Iron Fists. We didn't part on friendly terms.
He hates you, Kelgar.
Well, that's probably true. I was hoping he'd gotten over it.
In any case, you'll have to bring your case to him. Personally, I'm always up for a good fight, but I'm sure Kyros will know what to do. Kyros is just up ahead, past the hall to the right. Good luck, Kelgar.
Is it going to be, possibly, brain-wormed full of shadows once we get there? Again? Where is he? Hall to the right. That's not him. That looks like a smith. I prefer Tolkien's dwarves to his elves. Smug, stuck-up fuckers. See, I always, when I was a kid, played elves. I'm playing an elf right now in this game. I never, ever considered playing dwarves, because I don't know. I guess if I were to choose one to be, if I was isekai'd into Tolkien or D&D or whatever, I would always go with elf rather than dwarf. I would never consider being a dwarf. Same. Whereas, I don't know, now, I don't know, maybe a kobold or something. I'll be a kobold, that's fine.
Been a long time since we traded with Overlander.
You said you'd be an ent. An ent would also be nice. Or maybe, I don't know, I always pictured like an ent, not an ent, but like living with the ents. Like in my head, I think I always pictured like an elf living in Fanghorn or something, just chilling out with the ents, just sleeping all day. I think that would be nice. I'm boring. Human or hobbit? You would fit right in with the hobbits. Emma lives... Her ideal life would be hobbit, I think. I want to be an elf, but deep down I know I'm hobbit material. Yeah. You're both quite hobbity in my eyes. Emma is right. Like, Emma's ideal house would be the, like, Bag End in the Shire. And I'm not that into that. Alright, let's take a look at your goods. Fantastic. I need to sell off some shit. I have some pointless weapons that I'm not using and jewels and stuff, so just take everything. Identify this. The North Wind Bow. That might be good for Sand. Sand uses a bow. My ideal life would just be, I don't know, a bird. Not one of the eagles. Just a bird. Probably get eaten. I can see that. I always thought being a crow would be quite nice. Or maybe a pigeon. Jesus Christ. Hobbits have life figured out. What about a minimalist new age house in Hobbiton? I'd sell that as well. What have you got? Lesser golem armor? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, 10 AC, plus strength plus 4, immunity to level drain. That seems pretty incredible. I can't buy it, it's simply too expensive. We've sunk so much money into our stuff recently.
Your new glorious
Ooh, you have a new
leader.
robe, by the way. Grey robe of the Archmagi. Bonus feet penetration. Feet penetration is something you can't look up on YouTube. Feet penetration. AC bonus plus 5. That's incredible. Alright, put that on you. That's amazing. Okay, get rid of those now. Get rid of the battle robes. I'll rephrase it. Do hobbits and dwarves ever root? Ban. This is 1500. This is 3000. Yeah, I should sell this. This is basically the same bow, but you get resistance to cold as well. All right. Have a new shiny bow. Sell that. Sell the greater battle robe, and then that's fine. And then what do you have? Elven chainmail, full plate, a kama, a kukri, a sapphire gold ring, some thieves' tools, and whatever the spear is. A Fey Spear plus 3. That might be good for
I'd make your path
the Yankee
mine.
woman. What are you using right now? The Captain's Spear. which is divine damage plus 3 enchantment plus strength and stone skin. Whereas this is 1d6 extra damage and sleep on hit. That's pretty good. They're both about the same level of quality, to be honest. I might switch you over to that, because you already have stone skin. So I think that's okay. Then sell that off. Now we've got some money going on.
Follow behind me, all right?
I love the Lord of the Rings hobbits. They have flaws, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, they were... Every single hobbit would vote Brexit. I know that in my soul. They're a little bunch of Carl Pilkingtons. Every single one of them is Tory as fuck. They all read... None of them read The Sun, but they all read the Daily Mail. Every single one of them. They're too, sort of like... I don't know. I don't think they'd read the Telegraph. Or the Times. They would read the Daily Mail. Hobbits are maximalists like me. Kane's a minimalist. Conservative with a little c. You're right. They'd cite the straightness of bananas after voting positively. Exactly. Did anyone see the Daily Mail's Hitler headline of the weekend? No. It would be fairly brazen of them to say anything about Hitler, considering that they were founded by an actual Nazi. Well, I don't know if he was strictly a member of the party, but he did support him. I don't know if we need anything else here. A sling plus 3? What? None of us use slings, right?
Listening, really?
No, I don't think so.
I
You
concur.
use a bow.
Yes.
You don't
I
have a
think it
little
is time
belt
everyone
on.
marched
Could we buy you a cool
behind me,
little belt?
your new glorious leader.
No, you can't buy a belt.
Yes.
Alright, that's fine then. Oh, your strength has gone down, which means you can now no longer hold shit. That's pretty bad. Hang on. Well, you'll be buffed in a second anyway, but that's not great.
Yes.
You should take the vampiric
Yes.
arrows. We should find something to increase your strength, probably. We could figure it out. In the meantime, we'll just deal with it. It was like Hitler misunderstood, actually a nice guy, according to someone's diary from before the war. Okay, so it actually fits perfectly with the Daily Mail. Daily
You'll
Mail,
follow behind
infamous
me,
for
alright?
that kind of shit, I would say. Right, everybody rest. And... no, I don't think we need to rest. I think we can just buff up and then you can move. It was one of the Mitfords. Oh, well, that doesn't prove anything. Half of them were card-carrying fascists. You can't quote them Mitfords. Even I know who they are, and I'm ignorant as fuck. Right, where exactly are we? Hang on. Increase this. The storage area? We don't need to be in the storage area. Oh, what I've done is a classic case of Dreya not knowing left from right again. Sorry, everybody. He told me to go right, and then I didn't go right. Up this way, please. I'm guessing he's in here. Somewhere. Oh, this is quite nice. It's quite full. I wasn't expecting that. Normally you don't see many NPCs in one place in this game, I guess because of computing reasons. No one knows how to fact check. How can you trust a boomer to Google and get a good info? You can't. And Zoomer's just as bad. It's interesting. I do, like, I mean, this is nothing in comparison to actual news. But on my YouTube videos, I have research stuff. I write a script for some of them. Where I will research little fun facts about the production of the game and who developed it and published it and stuff like that. And so many times, sources on Wikipedia are just wrong, say the opposite of what they actually claim to say, or are missing, or point to the wrong page, or are just broken and nobody's bothered to fix them. Like, sourcing stuff is sometimes hard. Turns out. Some of them were left-wing, not all of the Mitfords were fascists. No, only about half of them were fascists, to be fair to the Mitfords.
You'll follow behind me, all right?
The internet is horrible. Are you... Where the fuck is this boy?
Kalmar, any success
Voicing,
in opening
finally.
the lower levels? Kelgar, who let you within our halls?
Oh, don't be mean. Nah, he's a racist. Be mean.
It's my right. An
He'd be
Iron
with the
Fist is
Mitfords,
many
the bad
things,
ones.
But he is not a deserter. He does not leave his clan when they need him most to chase after personal glory.
This is how I end up with friends shoving graphs of polio vaccines in my face, saying COVID is a myth. Not that bit, the bit about our house. If Dreya had his way, our house would be bare. Mine would be full of stuff. My dream house. I don't like things in my house. I don't like, or in my rooms at least. Like, I don't enjoy knickknacks or posters or anything really. I don't like things on the walls or things on the floors, or basically I like plain hardwood floors and plain solid color walls and very little possessions. I mean, I have too much stuff. I don't like it. It's why I briefly thought about getting into ebooks. I just don't really like them as much. Like, I find it less satisfying to read ebooks, but it would be nice to get an e-reader just so that I would have less fucking stuff. Exactly, yeah, you have posters and all. Well, that's partially to make it nicer for you, because you come in here sometimes. Yearns to live in a cave. I don't know, just like a concrete square would be nice. My favourite part of buying a place was, okay, time for things. Every time... Some of the happiest I have been recently was looking at a full skip that I hired for my house, knowing that a lot of just shit from the house had been gotten rid of forever and that I no longer needed to worry about it. I just don't like knowing that there's stuff in my house. A hobbit house for me. Kelgar helped liberate this hold from the people who lived here. That's so dad-coded. I know. I felt so old when I hired a skip and was like, yippee! How do you have that much stuff that is just rubbish? My shed was full of stuff. But also I was just like getting rid of, like, you know, hoovers and printers and stuff that I no longer want. Didn't want to pay to get rid of. Yeah, and also half of it, well, at least half of it was not our stuff. It was the previous owners who just left things here. Yes, they were a hoarder.
If by liberate you mean he was present, I'll not argue. But I'm sure he was more concerned with besting his opponents than preserving the halls of our ancestors. I know who you are, and I thank you for your assistance. But this is now an Iron Fist matter.
This isn't just an Iron Fist matter. The King of Shadows, he threatens us all, and we need to band together if we want to have a chance.
Why do you two have different accents when you're from the same place? Also, I still don't know what accent Kelgar's trying to do. It's a fantasy accent, I guess. We wouldn't have come if the Iron Fists weren't in danger as well. We'll be diplomatic.
Ah, yes. And what are we supposed to do about this threat?
Ally with Neverwinter, of course. March with us on the dead streaming out of the mare.
Ally with Neverwinter? Neverwinter. Ha! Do you know what we uncovered after you left, Kelgar? We found libraries, chronicles of our past deeds. We, as true Iron Fists, stayed to learn about our past. These halls weren't always decayed and barren. Once, this hold stood proudly under the rule of Torum Iron Fist himself. These halls fell because Neverwinter refused to help us. When we fought the fire giants at Mount Galarter,
Where was Gondor when
were
the
left to fend
West
for ourselves.
hold fell? I don't know the line. I'm not here to defend past leaders. I'm here to make the right choices for today. Could you sound more sincere a little bit?
King Lodrum, my ancestor, led the charge and died gloriously in battle that day. Do not talk to me about allies. The Iron Fists have remained strong by themselves.
And... Christ. The King of Shadows won't just stop with Neverwinter.
There have been many grand threats that have come and gone. Weathering them is the true test of resilience, of strength. Would Neverwinter recover from a blow as great as ours?
How could we prove ourselves to you? Is there going to be a little quest you send us on?
Come back with Lord Nasher himself.
Oh
and
my
beg for
fucking
forgiveness
Christ.
1,000 times.
Then
we may
dwarves.
talk.
Keros, I wouldn't be here if I didn't think the clan was at stake.
Do not speak as if you're one of us.
Fucking
I
hell.
value your opinion less
This
than
is
that
what
of the
all
strangers you
dwarves in
follow.
all
I
media
am
are
one
like,
of you.
is the
I
thing.
am an Iron Fist, and you will hear me, damn you!
I am done with you. We won't drag you to the gates, Kelgar, but you know where they are.
Christ. Well, that went poorly. Is there anything else we can do? Keros has stubbornly refused to listen to your requests and will not speak with you. You need to find another way to convince him of the threat. I don't know, we could show him off a big monster or something. Hashtag not all dwarves. Kelgar's from the same place as Shea Gorath. Oh god, that accent. I mean, it's no better than my accents, but it's pretty bad.
Kelgar. And guards, remove this deserter from my sight.
We're leaving. Don't worry. Sorry. Okay, and encourages my knickknacks despite his dislike of them. He's bought me 3. I do occasionally buy you knickknacks because I'm like, Emma might like this, but I do really dislike them. Like little statuettes of things or, you know, little baubles. Like if Emma had her way, Emma will occasionally look at, because we live by the seaside, Emma will occasionally look into like a house as we pass and see like a model of a lighthouse and like a ship's wheel and shit up on the window and seashells. And that sickens me. But Emma's like, oh, that's pretty. Have you come to add more words? It seems my name is already bloodied enough. No, I don't think you betrayed us. I think you have proven your worth on your travels. But Keros is our leader and the clan will unite under no other. What if we kill him? What if we murder him in his sleep? That would probably be doable. How can we get the support? The only way to convince Keros is to prove your worth. I don't think your leader will listen to anything you have to say. Let Torim be your voice. What are you talking about? Let the hammer of Iron Fist speak for you if Keros will not hear you. Is this like a fucking trial by combat thing again? What's the hammer of Iron Fist? The hammer is our most precious relic, a mighty weapon forged and wielded by Torim himself. There's an old story told by our people about Torim and the hammer. Would you like to hear it? Yeah, right. Buys knickknacks, but then throws seaweed to keep karma balanced. I haven't thrown seaweed in forever. Sure, tell us. Our history is full of conflicts and triumphs, but we often turn to this story as inspiration. Long ago, before the walls of Neverwinter stood tall, Torim and the first of our clan wandered overland to find a new home. I'm just going to talk through the yawn. For dwarves, any such travel is a very dangerous time. You see, we've got the advantages when we've dug down, but when we move, we're a little more exposed. They're like little roly-polies when you lift up their rock. When Torim arrived at the site of the first Iron Fist clan hold, which we now know as here, it was just a series of connected caves and tunnels, rich in ores and metals. I would need some ore if you've got some. What's the point of this story? No, please continue. Eventually, Torim's presence in the mountain attracted the eyes of a group of highly territorial fire giants. They arrived one day and demanded tributes and free roam of the mountain. As the gate of the clan hog were yet to be finished, the fire giants could easily breach our ancient home. Instead of giving in, Torim issued a challenge of his own. I remember this part. He threw his hammer on the ground and said, "If any of you can lift this hammer, the whole mountain's yours. If not, then the mountain's ours." The giants laughed amongst themselves and happily accepted the challenge. One by one they came by, but their mocking laughter soon turned into angry shouting. Not a single one could lift the hammer. I'm gonna guess he found some sort of magnetic ore that latched the hammer to the ground. Or it's magic. Might be magic. Also, are the fire giants in the right here? Like, did you just come in and fucking take their mountain? In anger, the giants said that they would slaughter all of the dwarves and take the mountain away. Blinded by their earlier confidence, they failed to notice that they were suddenly encircled by the entirety of the clan. Fuck, I'm tired. Torim stood his ground as he did the entire confrontation and casually picked up the hammer. The giants fled. That wasn't the last time the Iron Fists fought with the giants, but never once did the gates of these halls fall. We stood our ground. How do you know it's true? I believe Kelgar can answer better than anyone on that point. Who's talking to us? Sorry, I've just realized I don't know who's actually speaking. Is it you? I don't know who's speaking to us. What? The hammer's been recovered? Come and see. Like the movie. Who was just speaking to me? You, yellow boy here. Tributes. The word tribute has been ruined by the internet. Much like goon. Or mommy. Oh, that's... I was about to say that's not a hammer. It is a hammer. It's not that impressive. Also, Kelgar, can you even use a hammer? You're mainly a Morning Star boy. So, we'll see how this goes. This is it, Kelgar. Goonicide was trending recently. Why? If this is our hammer, aren't our problems solved now? That sure is a big hammer. I mean, I'm not really sure what problems this solves. It's part of our history, a legend. The one who can lift the hammer is the one who should lead the Iron Fist can. Did he lift the hammer, the other boy? You see, Torm had a belt of great strength. With his gauntlets and this belt, he was able to use the hammer when not even a giant could lift it. But without the belt, it's not going to be moved in this lifetime. I never thought I'd live to see it. The craftsmanship's incredible. It kind of looks like just a lump of stone or some shit on a stick. I don't know if the craftsmanship's that incredible. We found the gauntlets. I know you found the gauntlets here in our clan hold, but they will not be enough to lift such a weapon. This isn't all we've uncovered. As Keros mentioned, the old records here tell us of a long conflict that ended with the loss of the hold. We don't know what happened, but the Iron Fist were betrayed hundreds of years later. The belt was stolen and delivered to a clan of fire giants. Delivered to the giants? Is there any hope of catching it? If the records are accurate, these giants were located in Mount Galardrim. Our clan fought to reclaim the belt, but never recovered it. We never recovered. The clan hold was lost. Let's go get it. Sure, we can get a fucking magical belt to lift a hammer in order for them to listen to you, I guess. This seems so complicated for something that should be fairly cut and dry. You're gonna get killed by shadow boys unless you help us. I never said this was a realistic task. We just know where our clan fought the giants. We don't know if there's anything still there. Keros would lead us to battle there, but we have to establish a footing in these halls. We don't need this. We can do it ourselves. Yeah, right, let's go. Let's set out at once and get the Iron Fist clan ready for war. Take this map and this ring, if you choose to go. They once served our ancestors well. What ring did I just get? And I gained influence with Kelgar. May the strength of Torm be your guide. Can I now talk to Kelgar about his racism? Because last time I tried to do that, it said influence failure. I'd like him to stop being as racist. He'll become a monk at some point by the end of the game, I'm sure. Although I don't know how far we are through. That might be too late at this point. Everybody gather up. Where are you? Can I talk to you?
What is it you want, lass?
Let's talk about you and a monk.
Ah, what about it? Huh? What? You like switching words around?
Let's try it again.
It's word. Well, it just seems like dodging a fight. Whatever you say.
Failure still. Fuck off. How much influence do I need on you? Fucking hell. Alright, let's try this. Mount Galardrim. We're gonna fight some giants. I don't know if we've seen any giants in this game so far. Maybe I need some caffeine for the first time in many, many years. I feel like I'm about to pass out. I must have slept much worse than I thought.
I can feel my clan was here long ago. Look at the size of this mountain. The thought of my kin fighting their way to the top. Must have been a glorious battle. If my distant blood could do it, the least we can do is the same. And there, I see watchtowers in the distance.
Too late in the day to drink coffee?
This will be a battle for sure.
Yeah, I'm old enough now that could probably ruin my life, right? Alright, cool. We'll get the belt back, don't worry. Let's get this over with. I'm not that enthusiastic about this plan, and I still don't like the dwarves.
Ah, the climb's a short one. You just have to keep the end in mind. Let's go.
Okay. Did we get a rest off? I think so. And yet, where's my summon creature? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's happened again! God damn it, I'm so angry with this fucking system. Give me, what was it, bombardment? No, premonition. And, heal? Did I want heal? No, I wanted summon creature. And then level 4, I don't know what I was getting from level 4. Maybe greater resistance? I think I had greater resistance. And then level 3, I don't fucking know. Jagged tooth, maybe? Oh, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. Now let's rest. I've remembered the rest button, by the way. I've been clicking that button the entire time. I remember that there's a shortcut. Now, do your buffs. Get the dinosaur all happy. Jesus, that's loud. I need to turn that down. Hello and welcome. And let's go fight some fire giants. I will also do a quick save. Now, do I remember the quick save button? It's been a few days since I played this. F12? Yes. That could have quick loaded and lost us like 3 hours. I'm willing to take the risks. Everybody following? Yeah. I don't think we've been in like a proper, actually, you know, big stand-up fight without, or with Amangera yet. So I still don't really know how the Warlock's gonna stand up to things. He's got his little blasts ready. He's got his summon boy. Maybe it'll be fine.
What do you want?
Where are these giants? I see some watchtowers, but no one in them. Is that a fire giant? It's a fire giant! They just look like giant angry dwarves. I love it. Is everybody okay, now they're fighting. I wish everybody would stick a bit closer to me, because this is annoying. Now, they're made of fire, so I'd say it's possible that they're not going to be impressed by my fire abilities. What if I were to... they don't actually seem that bad. They've got a hellhound, which looks more like a hyena than a hellhound. I was about to say, they don't seem that bad. I probably shouldn't fill their lungs with water, because we've only got one of them. Let's just do a call lightning. They're all going to run in at me in a second. There we go. That did something. Hit him. Oh yeah, these are easy. There's nothing here. Some extra potions if we need them, which we probably won't. It's quite dark, and there's skeletons. Hell hyena doesn't have the same ring to it. Fun fact, hyenas are more closely related to cats than they are to dogs. Even though they don't look anything like cats. I think hyenas are quite cute. I know hyenas are stereotyped as evil in media, but I quite like them. I think they're very sweet looking. Big clits, yes. Hyenas, I would say famously, have pseudo-penises. Where the clitoris of the clitoris and clitoral hood of the hyena is bigger than the penis of the hyena. So, you know, they just kind of have a different way of doing things there. Please stop. This is one of the most famous things about hyenas, at least in my world. Maybe it's different in other parts of the internet. Maybe I've seen too much fan art online. I love hyenas. Oh, that's a lot of fire. It didn't really seem to do much, but it was a lot of fire. Where are the others? Why are they so slow? Why are you all the way back there? Holy buff list. I know. It's very, very, very silly. And I'm glad that this doesn't seem to be a thing in more modern D&D, that you have to manage this. Because if I had to do this manually without this little add-on that I have, the rod that you can program, fuck me, it would take minutes every time I rested to apply these. I mean, at that point, maybe just don't do some of them. They are quite useful. They might make the game too trivial at a certain point, because we do have a lot of those. Any special boys, or is it just some giants? Just some giants. Okay. Dinosaur, you do whatever you're doing. I am just going to do another Call Lightning, because that did really well last time. I wonder if the D&D Monster Manual mentions the pseudo-penises in its entry for hyenas. It probably doesn't? I don't know. I wonder if gnolls, then. Because gnolls, I think, depending on the barrel's gold, I don't know what we just got. Gnolls are, depending on the source book, either jackal people or hyena people. I wonder if gnolls in D&D have pseudo-penises. That'd be interesting to look up. Hang on. Take all this stuff. Null pseudo-penis. Okay, obviously I'm seeing a lot of fan art, but I'm looking for like an actual source. like a Forgotten Realms source. Null Forgotten Realms wiki, that's something. I mean, my god, I'm seeing a lot of fan art. Okay, I'm on the Forgotten Realms wiki. Control F penis. You might have just heard the no results button there. This happens when you mention any animal. I mean, that looks like a hyena. Hang on. If I go here, that looks like a hyena person, right? So it might. Appearances. Culture. Loyalty to its family. Patriarchal and led by a chieftain. So it doesn't sound hyena-esque, because they are matriarchal, right? Official animal genitalia channel here. I just thought there might be like a thing, like Reddit or something might have knowledge of it. God, I cannot show the screen right now. Don't go to the images while typing in that. D&D null penis. Official? What do I think's gonna come up? Why did I think adding official to the end of that search term was gonna do anything? It's all just pornography. Right, cool. Let's go back to the game, I suppose. There is the thing on r/Dungeons and Dragons. It's not official. Do you think null women have pseudo-penises like real-world hyenas? The correct answer is I don't think about that, and neither should you. Don't be a coward. We're on Reddit. Not too out there considering what's canonically part of the Forgotten Realms. I would accept it as a possibility. Are you the same dude who was asking weird sex questions about druids like a month or two ago? Edit. Yes. It feels like reading ancient texts. Right, cool. Let's close that. Seems like there's sort of conflicting reports, maybe. Back to the game. Resume. Anything else? Oh, there's a zombie there. I mean, are we at the top now? It's hard to make out what's around here with all the darkness and smoke. Can I go up here? No. Might have taken a wrong turning at some point. I went out looking for hyena penises, and then all I found was judgment. I mean, it's just, you know, I think some people are fundamentally less curious about the world around them than me. Like, it's just an interesting thing to think about. Like, I wonder if they've factored that into their culture. Dreya searching actual fake taxi, not British official taxis. I mean, there did seem to be an official website for that. Show me the canon porn. I'm sure, like how allegedly, and I don't think this is maybe true, it might be true, that Disney have a vault somewhere, like a physical safe that's full of Disney erotica. Because when you are working for Disney via commission or as an in-house artist, everything you produce is officially owned by Disney. Otherwise there'd be copyright issues. However, all animators, and I mean every animator, is a pervert. No matter if they claim they aren't, every single animator is a pervert. And so they will occasionally just go like, oh, it's Donald Duck with an anal plug, or it's Minnie Mouse and Goofy, like, rimming, or something like that. And so Disney, the corporate office, will gather up all those sketches and put them in a vault, as in, like, we do technically own these, but they can never see the light of day. It's good for them to get it out of their system. I don't know if that's real. You'd think, why wouldn't you just burn them? Imagine that every corporate entity has an Animaniacs-style vault.
This is likely where the belt is, if anywhere. They seem to be entrenched pretty deep, though. It's going to be like pulling teeth to get the belt out of there.
Why are they
And
not
if anyone's
inside?
spying on those giants, chances are they're over here.
And the Warner Sister Dot. Like an underground bioweapon facility. Cognito hazards. I mean, I would be hard-pressed to name a sexy Disney character, so I understand. Entrance to canyon, main camp. Prisoner cage? Where the fuck are we going? What? Oh, it's down there. Did we go the wrong way? Do we have to go... Oh! We can push down boulders, I guess. Yeah, right, push the boulders. You are not strong enough? But Kelgar's very strong. Why can't he do it? Oh, for fuck's sake! It's an RPG! Let me use my character's strengths and weaknesses! What happens if I go this way? Quick save first. Is this a good place to be? I don't fucking know. Woo! Was that cutscene earlier meant to play earlier than it did? Oh.
Flesh of the civilized races. I have not tasted such sweet meats for an age. I was hoping for
People are going to be angry at me for saying this. Do you think they have purposefully drawn this dragon as sexy?
To avoid death, I suggest you leave this place. Our patience is short.
So what is it this time? Did I destroy your village? Devour your favorite sheep?
We have no quarrel. I literally just want a belt. If you have a belt in here. I didn't expect a dragon. We have no quarrel with you.
I think you misunderstand me. I'm savoring the moment precisely because we have no quarrel. Yet, perhaps I can throw your broken bodies to the fire giants.
You're going back and forth between, like, normal and posh. I guess it makes sense that the dragons would sound posh. They're sort of... All the dragons, even the good dragons, are Tories, right? Like, even the sort of good-aligned dragons, I guess, are all sort of, like, Eton-educated style Tories. Our fight today is with the fire giants, not you. Dragons are all Welsh.
Really? Perhaps I shouldn't dispose of you just yet. What do you want with the fire giants?
Nothing ideally, but they may have something of value to us.
And not just any item. An Iron Fist relic?
I was trying to be
Yes,
cagey.
but will this involve the death of giants?
Well, only if we're lucky.
Then I offer you this. A chance to live. In return, you will kill the fire giants and their king. I will help you, of course.
I mean, you definitely have the belt, right? The fire giants probably don't have the belt anymore. They probably lost it to this fucking dragon. And we're gonna have to kill you later anyway. How can we trust? How will you help us?
Through moral encouragement. No, you simpleton. I'll restrain myself now and tear off their limbs instead.
Why do you want them to? Why didn't you do that before?
These brutes dared to come to my lair and steal from my hoard. Quite absurd, I thought. I tracked them recently to this side of the mountain, but they have a fondness for breeding that I did not expect.
I've seen fan art of dragons, I
This is
know.
your choice. Do we have a deal?
Just say yes and we can run.
Yes.
Go immediately then to the fire giant encampment. I will meet you there.
Fair enough. Can I rob you at all? Like, I probably could. Maybe we'll do that later. I mean, your name is Tholapsix, which even sounds a bit like prolapse. Ore! Okay, now, it would be great to find this ore deposit for the keep. However, will they be happy that a dragon lives there? Can I just get past you for a second, quickly? You gonna be upset by this? No, you're okay. Valuable ore deposit. Lovely. Report its location. I will do that. Let's just leave quickly. I'm sure they won't mind mining here. Oh, hello, little... Oh! Right, that wasn't intentional. Let's try it out. Let's see if we can kill this chick. Turns out she wasn't hugely into it. Try a firestorm. It's not going massively well. Can you maybe raise the dead, Zajev? Ah! I'm back up, baby! Alright, summon a creature. What am I even summoning? No idea what I just summoned. If I summoned anything. Maybe I was dispelled? Am I like held or something? I don't know, I barely know what's happening. What about bees? No, we'll do the fire. That's some damage. Oh my god, I took a lot of fucking damage there. What if I become a storm avatar? Nah, that doesn't work. What about sunburst on the fucker? No, it's not working out. Ammon, can you take on a dragon? No. Right. Load the game. Thank God I quick saved.
Come gutters.
A bear in these trying times. So that went very poorly. Seems like she is broadly able to just kill us. Can I turn off party AI for a second and just walk over on my own? The dinosaur comes with me. Can I just try and interact with this ore and then just run back? Don't interact with her. Don't talk to her. Don't do anything. There we go. That's what we want. Why did you try and fucking mess with her? That was very bad. Tactical ballistic weasel. That is kind of what a ferret is. Right, I would like to go back to Mount Galadrim or whatever and go back and kill these boys. I mean, this was a long way to walk for what it seems like was the wrong way. A stoat is more aggressive? I don't know if I've ever seen a stoat in real life. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a weasel in real life, to be fair. I'd say stoat rather than ferret. Aren't ferrets bred for, like, ripping apart rabbits? Like, I thought that was the whole thing. It's like what we did to dogs, we did to weasels and turned them into ferrets. I don't know if that's true. I thought ferrets had two main purposes in life, which was to rip apart rabbits and sexually excite people from Yorkshire. Or maybe just the north in general. Right, everybody catch up, please. Oh, there's prisoners! I didn't even see them. Hang on.
Please free us. We've been here for days. If you leave us here, more will return. I don't even know what they want for us. They torture us for no reason. The others, they were killed for sport.
What are you doing here?
We were travelling near the mountain. Then an hunting party of giants happened upon us. They killed the rest of us and took us captive.
Isn't this a bit out of a way for a jaunt?
A little late to be trimming the verge.
And we weren't dropping no eaves. We don't have the time to tell you everything.
You're bandits then, obviously. Yeah, whatever.
Won't get far with so many fire giants around. If you can somehow kill the giants, we should be able to avoid the remaining ones.
Yeah, right. Let's kill some giants, I guess. There's a lot of giants here. And more ore, which is fantastic. Hi, boys. Let's get to killing. Right, everyone gather round while I do a call lightning, I suppose. Oh, they're coming. Barely injured. That sucks. Oh, there's a few of them now. Hang on. Maybe do another one. Yeah, that did something. In Ireland, where the least weasel does not occur, the stoat is referred to as a weasel, while in North America it's called a short-tailed weasel. A male stoat is called a dog, hob, or jack, while a female is called a gill. The collective noun for stoats is either a gang or a pack. I didn't know this much weasel lore, so I guess it's good. I think weasels are cute. What little I've seen of them. I think people call them polecats, don't they? And you can kind of see the resemblance. Right, next big round of killing. Educational stream. From pseudo-penises to weasels and trousers. I don't know if you're talking about stoats when you actually mean weasels. The weasel implies the existence of a pissel. Oh gosh, that is horrible. Because do you weasels or stoats? Hang on then. What would... If I Google stoat and it's what I would just sort of think of as a weasel, we'll know. Stoat. Yeah, I would say that's what I think of as a weasel. But I don't know if that looks like what other people think of as a weasel. I would say if I were to think of a weasel, I would think of this. This creature here. The little white tummy and the brown fur. Maybe not the white one. That's kind of too adorable. What do other people term a weasel then? I mean, they all look basically identical to me, right? Like, I couldn't tell the difference between these. These are aggy fuckers. I mean, like, I can't really tell the difference between this and this. They're the same animal, right? I mean, they're all very cute. They're all very sweet. I think they're cuter than cats. I'm willing to say it. They're all mammals, who cares? Mammal pride. They're cute, but they're nasty bastards. They're just a different subspecies. A venue here called Moles closed down, so now another venue has started a nightclub called Voles. I think that's shitty and I love it. Also, moles cuter than voles. I'm willing to say it. Just want to use a spell and there was no point.
I cannot move while I am overburdened.
You're still over encumbered? I really need to get you more strength.
Yes.
Alright, do you have a knock ready? You do have a knock ready. Open this. Say again, please. I think moles are a cuter animal than voles. Although I don't really see many of either. Fun fact, moles do not exist in Ireland, aside from Emma. Not on the island at all. Which made me sad when I found out. It's like when I found out that we only have one species of frog and it's very small. I was like, aw, I want to see frogs running around. What's the star mole? I love the star mole. Star-nosed moles are a type of mole, and they're also quite cute. But weird looking. Like, they're cute, but very strange. They have, like, little nose hands. They're odd creatures. I'm pro them, I would say. Oh, there's so many chests! I missed all these chests! Oh my god, that's a lot of stuff. That's too many things, to be honest. Like, what am I going to do with adamantine ingots? You can carry them for now. They seem heavy. We could probably ship you some frogs if you're interested. Is it like Australia, where if you try and ship a frog to Ireland, they, like, string you up by a tree? I don't know how strict we are. A fire giant head? It's an alchemy crafting thing. What the fuck? Sure, I'll take a head. That seems brutal, because these are just guys. And there's some, you know, abstraction when it's like some beetle hide or an imp wing or something. But a fire giant, it's very much just a guy. I killed a frog once. It was already mostly dead. I'll never forget. Felt so bad. Oh, well, that's like a sort of... I don't mean like character building, but sort of character moment. Like, sort of a backstory building moment. Imagine a plague of frogs decimated Ireland. It was all Dreya's fault. Frogs are really cute. I think people wouldn't mind. Everybody likes frogs.
Yes.
Fuck me, that's a lot of lighting effects. Among the most bisexual of animals. And I don't mean in terms of them actually being bisexual. I mean that they just give off that vibe. I associate frogs with the bisexual community. It's why I'll sometimes just send a picture of a frog to Grenarius out of the blue. Oh, more fire giants, hello. It's like I always remember playing Frog Detective with Emma and her turning to me midway through and saying, "This frog gives off real bisexual energy." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "I don't really know, just look at him." And I looked back and went, "Yeah, I get it." A frog jumped right in my face as I was leaning over, shining a torch and saying, "Hello, little frog." Are we going the right way? We must be going the right way. There's a dumb all-comedy episode I love. I'm not linking it right now. I love that the band played Gary Glitter's famous song, except it said frogs. I can think of 2 Gary Glitter songs that are famous. I would say the most famous Gary Glitter song is probably Rock and Roll Part 2. Which doesn't... Does that have lyrics? It has some shouting. They might just yell frogs. Or Rockin' Frogs Part 2, exactly. Yes, it is Part 2. Then there's Do You Wanna Be in My Gang, which is much, much, much worse. And they just yell frog. Yes, it's Part 2 and they just yell frogs. Right. Chris Get Hard Productions. I like the name Get Hard because it's funny. What did I just say? Don't bother clicking it. What did I just say? Get hard, not get hard. Nah, I'm pronouncing it the other way. Better. Glitter has an insane number of songs titled things like "Do You Want Me to Touch You There?" or "Do You Want to Touch Me There? Oh yeah." I mean, so does every musician, to be fair. Like, I imagine whenever a musician, you know, is outed as a paedophile, you can probably go back and find some weird shit in the catalogue. I mean, Gary Glitter is astoundingly shit as well as a musician, except for Rock and Roll Part 2, which is a really good song.
Yes.
It's like some musicians,
All of you.
when they're,
Yes.
you know, at least alleged to be wrong'uns, their music is so good that people kind of overlook it a little bit and go like, okay, wrong'un, but Thriller's a really good song, you know, that kind of thing. So it still gets played in the radio. Whereas Gary Glitter, you don't really hear many Gary Glitter hits anymore.
This is too much for
People
Gary.
collectively went,
Dump something.
that one could stay in the past, I think. There are like 15 parts to Rock and Roll, and I'm sure the other 15 parts are bad. It's just that part 2, really quite good. Turns out. Right, you can take this kukri and this katana and this ring. I will get out of here. Shuriken. Fuck me, I'm getting a lot of useless shit. They're all shit except part 2, yes. I mean, I've never bothered listening to any. If you don't know what Rock and Roll Part 2 is, I'm not going to say run out and listen to it, but like, it's a good song. It was, I think, most famously recently. Oh, they're eating that guy. Used in the movie The Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix. A absolutely unforgivably shit movie. But it's like him running down some stairs or dancing down some stairs. Just variations of the drum beat and yelling "hey" at different points. Apparently it's regularly played at American sports events. Do they not know? Do they not realize yet?
So, you're the one causing so much havoc
That
on
is a
my
pitch-shifted
mountain.
voice.
My mountain.
I know,
Is
because
this
I
some
just did
sort
that for a
of
video.
Joke? You came all the way here to my seat atop these peaks. For what? To take back what you stole from my people.
Americans
the
love
Iron Fists.
pedophiles.
That's what.
Putting on my satire voice. Look who's currently taking over the presidency. Oh, I've been on Blue Sky too long. We're looking for the belt of Iron Fist, sir.
The belt? Ah, you mean the one I'm wearing right now?
I don't know why that was so funny to me.
I can't give that back.
The echo!
It's precious to our tribe. So precious,
That's
we
fucking
will
good.
never give it up or give it away. Like some dwarf. It doesn't belong to you, you overgrown fire-eating oafs. It's only to be worn by true Iron Fists. Ah, the Iron Fists. You always were a pathetic clan.
I love how all
hiding
their
behind your
animations are
gates in the
synced.
earth. We still tell stories about your efforts to our children. About the little dwarves tumbling down our mountains like pebbles.
This is my favorite character. Oh, Christ. Enough of this. Deal with me or fight me. Nothing in between.
What the captain said. And I'd take care not to slander the Iron Fist again, if you know what's good for you. Well, if it's a deal you want, there's a red dragon hiding around these crags, no doubt after our horde. Kill it, and I'll give you your belt. It would be a good deal. That is, if we could trust you.
I'm not fighting the dragon. Like, you're very funny. However, the dragon, kind of hot, and also much more dangerous, I feel. So I'm not willing to do this. I don't think so.
My king, there it is! Roar! Attack now! Kill it!
Alright, attack the fire giants. Attack both. No, we'll attack the fire giants. I don't feel like attacking the dragon. Okay, where's the king? Fire giant, fire giant, fire giant king. Right over there, please. Everybody go. Actually, send. First things first, haste us.
Dog or a house tower thrall, but really,
Can you shut up? Then you. I would like you to do a sunbeam maybe on him, and then I will. I don't. Do a storm avatar on yourself. Get properly buffed up. There we go. Everything's coming up Millhouse, I guess. Is the Giant King already dead? We're doing well already then. Right, go up here. I think he might already be dead. What did you expect when the dragon came in? Right, I will do this. Maybe I should run in for... No, not on you. Not on you. Run. Right click this thing so it's not selecting her. And then... Oh, the Giant King is just knocked over. Okay, well, I am going to do this. There we go. Decent amount of damage. And then... Summon a creature? I can't remember what this summons. In the meantime... We're all hasted, right? What are you even fighting? You're fighting some dogs and shit. Okay. I would like you to... I can't deselect the fucker. There we go. Cast... Cloud Kill, maybe? Or Incendiary Cloud. No, not... That's not going to be good, because they're made of fire. They're going to have resistance to it. Do Chain Lightning. I don't know what just got cast on me. Oh, we dinged! Amazing. This is going well. I mean, I might just leave the dragon to take care of the stragglers. Don't know what we can do here. That's a big fucking dragon. Are we good? We all done here?
I would like to thank you for helping me dispose of those wretched fire giants. They stole from my horde, but you made the recovery a simple thing. Unfortunately, we have a slight problem. You see, I now want all of the treasure.
If you wish to avoid death, I suggest
Don't
you leave this
antagonize
place.
the
Our
giant
patience is
dragon!
short.
What's wrong with you? Take what is yours and be on our way. We came only for the heirloom.
Ah, but that would be too easy now, I'm afraid. The problem is that I delight in the death of lesser creatures. You cry and bleat and mewl as you die, and that fills my soul with joy.
What? No. Diplomacy. Because she destroyed us when we accidentally fought her. We didn't come seeking battle, nor do we want your treasure. You wouldn't leave without injury, so why bother?
You disappoint me with
Yay!
your soft one.
Jesus Christ, that was
But I
close.
feel an odd generosity today. Watching one flee has its pleasures, I'll admit. This treasure is mine, but you may have your trinket. Take it and flee with your life.
Very well.
Do not return to this mountain, little one. And certainly do not sneak about amongst my hordes. Tholapsix has found a new home.
Maybe we do need to kill her. Because, like, hang on, we'll level up first, just in case. What I want to do is level up, then maybe save, then maybe try and kill her. Because there is ore around, and the ore would be really useful. What can I get here? Concentration, diplomacy, that would be good. Nothing much.
All of you, follow me.
Next, recommended, next. Okay, you get some cool stuff. Utter Dark Blast. Change your Eldritch Blast into an Utter Dark Blast. Deals negative energy damage with heals undead creatures. Eldritch Doom sounds fun. This causes bolts of mystical power to lash out and savage all targets within a 20-foot area. That sounds fun. I like that. I want to do that. If I can. I don't know if I can. Never mind. You just get this.
Listening, really.
Oh, Christ, what do you want? Shades, Wail of the Banshee, Weird. There's a spell just called Weird. A horrible phantasm rises to stand before enemy creatures in the area of effect, causing them to make a will save. If they fail, the phantasm touches them and they must now make a fortitude save. If this fails, they die. Power word kill could be fun. Cast on a single creature or as an area of effect. A targeted creature of up to 100 hit points is killed instantly. As an area of effect, it will kill all creatures with fewer than 20 hit points. That's not great. I mean, it's good for, like, small stuff. Burst of Glacial Wrath sounds good. A burst of icy energy that flash freezes any creatures. Like, we're fighting a fire dragon, possibly, in a second, so that might be useful. Maybe Dominate Monster. Temporarily becomes a loyal thing. You temporarily transform into several fearsome creatures. A frost giant, a fire giant, a horned devil, a nightwalker, or an iron golem. That one, please. Anything else? Nope, we're okay. Next. Then you. Big fighter man. Recommended. Next. Finish.
Yes.
And then cleric. Finish. Okay, good. Let's bring up my... Let's rest. No resting allowed. Ooh, right. Can I summon my boy again? My dino? Summon my dino. Maybe summon... Am I actually going to do this? Hang on, quick save. Summon the water elemental over here. Then... Oh, Christ, this could be a really bad idea. Right. Try and fight the dragon? I guess? Like, do a sunburst on it or something? Or creeping doom or an ice storm or something. Swamp lung? Do a swamp lung on the fucker. Can I not? Hang on. Swamp lung. What? Why? Emma's knocking on the door, so I have to go for a second. And I'm back. I don't even know if I can fight the dragon. Maybe I have to talk to her. Hang on.
This treasure is mine.
Your death is preferable. Okay, right. Bad. Bad, 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 bad. Real bad. Bad. I regret this already. Try and do the sunburst on her. You, haste us again if you have it. No, you don't. Never mind. In that case, do Finger of Death, Bigby's Grasping Hand, Cloud Kill. Do a Cloud Kill on her. You should do, I don't know, do Destruction on her.
Yes.
You, I don't know what the fuck you do, to be honest. I guess do Eldritch Chain, Invisibility. I don't know what you want to do. Do Invisibility. Feel like it's gonna go too well. Can I see her hit points at all? I don't know if I can. Hang on. Who's furthest away? I can't see her hit points. What if I zoom all the way out like this? I can't see her hit points! This one? Barely injured. Ah! Okay, I was hoping that would do a bit more right off the bat, but apparently not. Let's try to turn into a big boy. Let's try and turn into some sort of water elemental. Maybe summon a big bear if we can. I don't know. I don't know if we have any more summons. There we go. Wonderful. Then do a call lightning storm on her. Can I not get her? Is that her? Is this working? I don't know if it's working or not. We might take a lot of damage. Send, I would like you to move away, if you can, out of the blast. And then try and do a cone of cold on her. I'm gonna try Ice Storm. Again, if she's a red dragon, it seems like icy shit is the good thing to do, right? Don't know what you're doing. You're just fighting her, which is good. Go. Okay, it seems to be working. We are doing some damage. I don't know if it's a lot of damage, but it's some damage. Injured! We might be able to fucking do this. Okay. Now that we have the buffs and stuff prepared, this might work okay. Wall of Perilous Flame? No. Vitriolic Blast on her, please. Don't know what that does. don't really know what any of your things do. You should do Mass Aid on yourself. Give everybody aid. I'm not 100% sure what that does either. And I will do Call Lightning Storm. Or maybe fill her lungs with water. Maybe that would be good. Oh, I took a lot of damage. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay. Quite a lot of damage was just done to me. And I don't know how much damage she has. Okay, right. Try next. Call Lightning Storm. On yourself. You. Could you maybe heal me? I'd like you to heal me if possible. That would be lovely. Keep me alive. Oh, that was a lot of fucking damage. Don't know what you just did. Okay, you've been healed. I'd like you to Divine Power yourself, maybe? Give yourself, like, fighter stats. Can I check how much fucking health any of this person has? Near death! I think we're gonna do it. Okay, what else do I have? I've got another Call Lightning Storm. Do that on yourself. Don't know if that did anything. Oh my! What the fuck are you doing? I don't know what you just did. But I think some sort of earthquake happened. That's bad. My dinosaur's nearly dead. Okay, the only person currently still standing upright is Amanjero, who is doing something I don't really know. Devour Magic is probably good. Am I getting up? I am getting up. Good. Kill him. You near death still? It's impossible to say. Right, everybody's back up.
More have come to block our path.
Do I have any more fucking spells? Wasps? You probably don't like wasps. In which case, maybe wasps are the right thing to do. There we go, I get wasped. A lot of wasps coming at them now. Oh, that's a lot of fucking fire! Okay, you need to heal yourself really badly now. I need you to heal yourself. Otherwise you are going to go down. I would like you to take some sort of health potion. And Kelgar as well needs to take a health potion. Sand. What's the biggest thing you have? More cloud kill? My dinosaur's about to go down. Okay, healed up, healed up. I'm about to die, so I need to run. I'm dead. Okay, right. You can bring me back, I think, with revive. You've only got the one, though, so hopefully this works. It should be going okay. Try another cone of cold. Send. Come on, they're so close to death. Okay, you need another heal. Calgon. Are you not bringing me back up? Did it not? It failed, I think. Fuck. Okay, right. Do you have any other, like, good stuff? What's prayer? +1 to attack and enemies get -1. That's not amazing, to be honest. Whole person knock Melf's acid arrow. I guess do prayer on yourself. You keep doing whatever the biggest spells you have are. Like, I don't know, a fucking Bigby's grasping hand.
It seems our ranks are limitless.
Jesus Christ, just keep yourself alive. Take more healing potions. Kill the fucker! Is she healing herself? I think she might have Badly wounded. She's healing herself. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. That's really bad. Right. You are nearly dead. You need to take a healing potion as well. You might die in a second. Can you run? Nope, you're dead. Okay, fine.
I am finished.
Badly wounded. I don't know if this is going to happen. I'm so angry. What about Finger of Death on the dragon? That's not going to work.
Filthy hellspawn.
What about you? You can do maybe... Where's your angry boy? The dead walk. Do the dead walk, please. Do any of you have a summon? You know what? You can do a polymorph self, actually, and turn into a... Umber Hulk? Ow. Down on the ground isn't great. Okay, turn into an Umber Hulk. There we go, lovely. Now beat the shit out of him.
All right.
Then you get in here and do a heal. Okay, and then another heal. You're going fine. Do... Oh, God, I don't know. What's this? Once per day you can enter a state that lasts for 2 minutes. That's not going to help. Web of Purity. I don't know what Cleansing Nova does. Right. Vitriolic Blast, do that. What's her health like? God, we're taking a lot of damage. Kelgar's down. Fuck. Injured. She's healing herself up. She's making more health than we're taking away. Okay, so I think we have failed. Turns out dragons, really fucking difficult.
I am no more.
Like, really difficult.
Hey, let's attack.
We got so close.
That's it for me.
I love that voice coming out of a bug face. Right, load up the quick save again. Let's not do that. Because that seemed bad. Let's just loot the Fire Giant King and then quietly leave. Can I take all of this? I can. You don't really seem to mind these. I guess, is this like too small for you to care about?
This is too much for
What armor did I just get?
Something.
Half plate plus 2. Well, that's not going to be useful. Belt of Iron Fist you can have. Is that good for you? Like, what does this actually do? Constitution plus 3. Saving throws universal and damage reduction 5. That doesn't seem... That's fine, actually. I'll use it. And in fact, you don't have a belt, do you, Send? So you can use this. You're now immune to death magic. Well done. We'll hand in this belt, and then hopefully that's the end of this. Hopefully I can turn in the ore deposits, and they can just sneak past the dragon. They don't need to worry about the dragon. Hopefully. I'm hoping against hope. Any more ore here? Oh, yeah, well, there's all the hoard. Guessing we're not supposed to touch that. Bye! See you, dragon! It was nice seeing you. I mean, that dragon surely won't cause extreme issues in the future. Or get corrupted in some way.
It is the real belt, though those giants may be lying about that as well.
They might not have been lying, Kelgar.
Is it that apparent? You see, there was always one part of the histories that didn't ring true concerning Lodrim. It's one of the few tales I remember, how he was able to defeat the giants. Yet they still held the mountain, as if nothing had happened, or if the giants had won.
Why would he do that?
Well, that's what eats at me the most. I remember that I wanted to be like Lodrum, ready to take the battle to the enemy, fight huge numbers and emerge on top of the pile. But if that ended up getting his clan killed, all for glory, all for the sake of fighting, and it was a lie, well...
He's learning!
Maybe I've been searching after the wrong battle all these years, when I should have been with the Iron Fists.
To seek battle just for battle's sake and turn your back on your clan isn't a good thing, but you still have a chance to fix it.
You're right. Of course you're right. Well, we gotta walk
Finally!
ahead of us. Seems to me
He'll
we need to
become
get
a monk
going.
soon.
Get us some dwarven
He still needs to
warriors
get
on
over
our
the
side, eh?
racism. You've successfully retrieved the Belt of Iron Fist. Would you like to remain in the mountain or travel? Travel, please. I don't want to be here anymore. I got killed too many times. It was too brutal. Alright, well, Kelgar, you're about to lift a magical hammer. And then everything will be fine with the world. I assume. I don't know who the next allies are, even. After the dwarves. Hey, we got a belt. You've successfully returned. We have the belt.
You really have it. Unbelievable. I do, and it fits pretty snug, like a king's belt it does.
And look at the clasps. You don't see that kind of... God, they're such fucking Tories. This is glorious news. Hurry, we must bring the word to Keros. Okay, should we bring the word to Keros? Or is he going to be all annoyed? And like, no, that's should be my belt, actually. You don't get to have the shiny belt. It's my belt. In fact, I'm going to buff us so that in case this turns into a fight, we'll be alright with it. Grab the hammer and then tell him just to rub it in. That would be funnier.
Follow behind me, all right?
Everybody walk in. It'll be fine. If any of you could figure out doors, that would be fantastic. There we go. Where is he? Oh, he's there.
Kelgar, and I was just starting to have an acceptable day. Guards, remove this deserter from my sight.
The Belt of Iron Fist gives us the right to challenge you, apparently. Did I miss that? We're here to take Torum's challenge.
You think you can lift the hammer? Only he who wears the belt of Iron Fist can do so, and it has long been lost.
Actually,
look at the
it's quite
shiny
snug
belly.
around my waist at the moment. Can't quite see it over the gut fully, but it's there.
Guards, throw this traitor out. We have no use for your lies.
So it comes down to this. You're going to refuse me the right of rule, after all your claims of devotion to the Iron Fist clan? All right then. I'll prove it to you, since your head is so full of rocks.
Is he just gonna come back with the hammer? I have the timestamp. What for Frog Part 2?
Hope I don't make a fool out of myself with this.
If anyone deserves it, it's you. I don't believe that for a fucking second, by the way. But I'll say it just to encourage him.
Glad to see someone has some faith for both of us. Here goes.
I can fix him. Oh, it worked.
What do you know? It actually worked. You see that? I got the hammer of Iron Fist right here, light as a feather. Well, if it weighed 100 stones.
The one who holds the hammer of Iron Fist will lead our people. This has always been
This
the
does
way of
not
our
seem
clan.
like a good
This can't
method
be.
of
How can an
government
impudent,
election.
brash outcast like that?
I mean, this is so fucked. Like, a very, very evil person could have easily done what we did and taken the belt and just used the fire giant. Could have you come down and lifted the hammer and then ruled your fucking clan. This is stupid. Surprised king. Let's just be bitchy about it, I guess.
Keros, this is our way. Kelgar has proven himself and reunited our greatest artifacts. He has earned our allegiance.
Very well.
I wouldn't be kneeling. I wouldn't accept this.
You honor me. Look, get up. You don't need to kneel to me, all right? Look, I came here with a message and
He's
you
very
need to
bad
hear it.
at this.
This king of shadows coming out of the mare of dead men. He's a threat to us all, no matter how deep we dig in. We have to stand with Neverwinter. It's what's best for everyone, and we have to fight. There's no sitting this one out.
What must we do?
Keros here can organize you. He's done a fine job, and I don't see any reason he should stop.
Well, it shall be done.
Follow his lead, all of you, and prepare.
I guess
for
we have a
travel
hammer
to
now.
Crossroad Keep. I will meet you there, and when the King of Shadows comes, well, he'll have a fight they'll hear down in the Dwarven Hells, won't he?
The voice acting is so bad. We could only get 4 or 5 people to record that. Okay, how's this hammer holding up then? Is this two-handed? It better not be. Warhammer. I don't know what that means. Weapon size medium. It's a big old weapon. Can you use your shield with it? You can. Okay. Then I will let you have the hammer. Okay? It's fine. If you really want the hammer so badly, I'll let you have the hammer instead of this mace. Or Morningstar, whatever it is. I mean, this seemed really good, but this is probably better, right? 1d8 bonus damage, enchantment bonus damage. Strength plus 4 is very good. Unique power on hit. I don't know what that means. Only usable by dwarf electrical resistance. Unique power on self only? What the hell is this? Hang on. Activate item self. Jesus Christ! Okay, don't do that accidentally. That's a lot of stuff. So it's Thor's hammer. Fine. Good stuff. We done here? Never in my grandest dreams would I have thought this day possible. We will meet you at Crossroad Keep and show the King of Shadows the might of the Iron Fist clan. Okay, so we've got... who was it? The Lizard Boys and the Dwarves so far. And then next is the Gnomes, I think? Although I don't know how useful they're going to be. Grobnar provided an absurd suggestion to investigate wild rumours of a mysterious race of powerful benevolent beings known as the Wintersnaven. He said the scholars in Portlast may know more about them, so I guess we'll do that next. The werewolf gnomes in. I mean, they did try and kill us. I think we killed them as well. If I can find more werewolf gnomes, I'm absolutely going to recruit them, because they were quite difficult. Right, everybody gather round. That is where I will save, and we'll do that next time. We'll find some sort of gnome gods. Gnome hands. Things a game. Thank you for watching, everybody. The game continues to be a delight, as I think we must be nearing the end. Like, it feels like the King of Shadows fight is going to be the end, probably, right? So it seems like we're gearing up for the finale. Did you ever do the Druid Circle? I did! I went there. They were all corrupted by evil, and we killed them all. And then I asked the main guy for help, and he went, "Nah, dude, that's like totally not our style. I'm just gonna like wander off into the swamps." And then he just left. I'm assuming if we had done her side quest earlier, it might have gone differently, but I don't know. Here, what was this timestamp, by the way? It has not gone. The timestamp. Oh, 1520. There we go. I thought it was an automatic thing. We live in the future. 1520.
Great intensity, great fervor. That was real harmony that you
Nothing is
really blow
no.
the roof.
This is
British
not working.
with great intensity. Okay, that was word frogs. Let's try it. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Frogs! Okay, that was really good, but I know you can do better than that, okay?
Wait, 1520? I have clicked 1520 3 times. Nothing is here.
It's a frog-based comedy show, you guys.
I was
know.
disappointed in them too,
Yes.
Joe.
Also, these give off very intense, like, improv theater group.
Yes.
Irritating
I
vibes.
just know that you can really rev it up.
This guy in particular, just activates my fight or flight response.
So let's just try it one more time, and then I know that this bit will really blow the roof off the place. Okay, so as loud as you can.
I hate this.
Baby, can you shout?
Yeah, because they are ish.
Frogs. Let's try it. Frogs! That was really good.
Okay, they're fine. Oh, I fucking hate this. I think if I was in this room for more than 10 minutes, I would start throwing bricks. Song's still good. Fuck off, both of you! Oh, they give me such fucking irritating energy. Which one of you is Get Hard? I hope everybody involved with that is having a bad day and maybe gets ill. Not terminally ill. It's not that bad. But like ill enough to notice and impact your week. Fuck me, that was annoying. Every second of that was really, really fucking annoying. Right, cool. Thank you everybody for watching. I will be live again tomorrow, probably with more of this. And I'll put up a schedule at some point and say what else I'm doing this week. I'm not actually 100% sure. Let me raid some. Actually, go to my YouTube. If you want to go to YouTube and see more of me. I post videos most Wednesdays and Saturdays. Not all of them, because sometimes I'm busy. But last Wednesday and Saturday I did. So go watch them. I'm now monetized. So if you do watch my videos, I might get 1/50th of a cent. Wouldn't that be nice? So go here to see my latest video. If you would rather stay on Twitch, that's absolutely fine. I will raid somebody. Let's go /raid and raid, I don't fucking know, this person. Thank you. Soz, not soz. Thank you for watching. See everybody tomorrow.